Mixed numbers and top-heavy fractions, also called improper fractions. Have a look first at the introduction to fractions. In that, we talked about fractions being parts of a whole number. Examples could be a half, 3/4, a third, a quarter, or 2/3. These fractions are all less than one whole, but you can also have fractions that are greater than 1. For example, 1½ which is one whole and an extra half. You could think of this as 1½ oranges. Or it might be 2½, which could be 2½ apples. Numbers like 1½ and 2½ are called mixed numbers, that is, a whole number and an extra fraction part. Here they are on a number line. Other examples could be 4⅓ or 7�3/4. These mixed numbers can also be thought of as top-heavy fractions, sometimes called improper fractions. In these, the top number of the fraction is bigger than the bottom number. For example, 3/2 or 5/2. 3/2 means 3 halves, so it's the same as 1½. 5/2 means 5 halves, so it's the same as 2½, as shown here. Another example of a top-heavy fraction is 11/4, 11/4. As you can see, 11/4 of tomato is the same as 2⅕ whole tomatoes. As another example, take 7/3. Think of slices of cake. In this diagram, 7 of the slices are shaded. You can see that is 2⅓ circles, or whole cakes. So far we've used diagrams, but there are easy ways of going between top-heavy fractions and mixed numbers in either direction without using any diagrams. Firstly, we'll go from top-heavy fractions to mixed numbers. Take 7/5 as an example. 7 is larger than 5, so this is a top-heavy fraction. You divide the top number 7 by the bottom number. This goes once, with 2/5 left over, so the answer is 1 2/5. 7/5 and 1 2/5 mean exactly the same thing. Secondly, we'll go from mixed numbers to top-heavy fractions, the other way round. Take 2⅓ as an example. We need to know how many thirds there are in this fraction. Well, 3 thirds make up one whole, and we've got 2 whole numbers, so that's 6 thirds. And the extra one, in 2⅓, gives a total of 7 thirds, written as 7/3. What we're actually doing, here's 2 1/3, is saying 2 lots of 3 is 6, and add that one, which is 7, is 7 thirds. Here's another example of doing this, 3 2/5. To turn this into a top-heavy fraction, you say 3 times 5 is 15, and add those 2, which is 17, so that makes 17/5, 17/5.